Hello everyone, it's Jackie Kunkel in again from Canton Village Quilt Works. Today I'm going to show you how to join Unit A, one of the ring sets in the Wedding Star series of the Judy Niemeyer patterns to the melon piece. You can see here I have, this is the CDS unit, this center dark star. This is the Unit A ring, and this is one of the melons. And you can see the orientation of the star points are all over to the right hand side. So what I want to do is I want to join the A and the CDS unit to the melon. I've already gone ahead and done this one, and we're going to go ahead and do this. So what we need to do is we're keeping the paper on the back of the Unit M. One of the first little tricks I want to show you is this piece of fabric right here is loose. So I find that when you're joining that piece, the Unit A piece to that, is if you just take a little bit of your glue stick and just put it in here just to hold that in place so it doesn't slide down this way and cause like a little pucker when you're joining. I think it holds it in place nice and steady. Then what we have to do on the Unit A is we have to go ahead and remove the papers here, because we need the curve to bend round the Unit M, or the melon piece. So we're going to go ahead and take off all those papers. Now, to make this work right, we are going to flip it down this way, and we have to leave some dog ears. And this is the little trick here as far as that. Now I use these really nice thin pins here that I like, and I think I've spoken to you about them in our previous videos, and we do have them on our website for sale, as well as these patterns, by the way, which I'll leave a link in the video for you. If you can see here, what I'm doing is I want to leave just a wee bit here on the tip. It's a little dog ear, and that's about as much as I want to leave. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my pin, oops, let me just put it around here, just about that much there. So if you can see that, then I'm going to take my pin and I am going to put it in there and secure it. So this edge here is nice and even. Now, here's another little tip or trick that to help you determine how much of a dog ear to leave. So if you go on the other side and you make this edge even and you have your dog ear, but you're not sure you have enough dog ear there, you want to take your pin and put it in at about 1/4 inch and thread it through the other way. Then pull it up so it's like you're making your seam allowance, and see how this comes straight along there. It's almost like a seamless edge there. That's where you want it to be. So I know that I have the correct amount of dog ear there, so I can just take the pin and then twist it in the opposite direction to secure it. So that's the amount of dog ear that I want on both sides. Now we're going to go ahead, we're going to take our handy dandy glue pen, and we're going to do our curved piecing technique as we normally do. So we're going to go ahead and we are going to put some glue right inside the seam allowance, matching our edge of the Unit A to the edge of the Unit M. And I work from right to left because I am right-handed. But if you are left-handed, you probably are going to work differently. You're going to work from left to right. This is just more natural for me, I believe, because I can see it better going in this direction. And I actually haven't had many of my students actually do it in the same fashion as I teach, and I think mostly because they're right-handed as well. So, and then you can see that is all now ready to go to the sewing machine. So I'm going to take the purple fang, and as I mentioned previously in one of my other videos on how to join a curve, I'm going to use this flat edge here, and I'm going to be putting it in front of my needle just to smooth out any bulk that might occur while I'm on the machine. So we take it over to our machine, And since we're no longer paper piecing, we want to make sure that we have a stitch of about 2.0 is what I like. I like a little bit of stronger seam. So if your default is at a 2.5, you can bring it down to 2.0. You're also going to want to put your 1/4 inch foot on, and you're going to be doing just like regular piecing, just like you were putting a block together. You're going to run the fabric along the edge of your 1/4 inch foot. So we're going to go ahead and start our piecing. So once I have the needle in there a couple times, I'm going to go ahead and pull the pin out because we don't want to run over the pin. And you can see how I am putting the purple thing right in front of the needle here, just to keep everything nice and smooth. And if you have a needle down function, I do have mine in needle down, so when I stop, the needle stays down, and if I have to readjust anything, I can. So go ahead and put it in needle down position, and you're just going slow and steady along the curve, keeping your fabric even with the edge of your 1/4 inch foot, coming along nice and slow. Slow and steady wins the race here, and you achieve a really nice curve and a really nice join. We're almost to the end. And when we get to this side, we also want to go ahead and take the pin out. And you can see I'm coming right here towards that intersection. That means that that's that perfect 1/4 inch seam, which is going to give us a nice flush seam when we open this up. Okay, so now we want to take this out of here, clipping it. And I am a clipper of threads. This all gets pressed towards the A unit. You can see I've pressed my CDS unit towards the A unit. This is also going to get pressed in the same direction, so when you're done, it just gets pressed this way, and you can see, let me clip this out of the way so you can see the nice straight edge that it makes here and here. So it's nice and seamless edge, and that is how you get that perfect join on either sides and the perfect curve along here. So you just give it a nice press and your unit is complete. So that is how we join this unit together. Hope this is helpful to you, and we'll see you again soon. Thanks for stopping by.